fuck, I'm behind it, mate. Sorry.
That's your camera. Have I just moved my camera? Right then, hello, welcome to a brand new episode. So as you can see from the thumbnail and the title, we have gone and purchased ourselves a Porsche. Now the plan of action is with the Porsche is to kind of turn it into the Baja kind of style. I've always wanted to do it. It's been since my late 20s. I've always wanted to do one, having seen one. So this particular Porsche, the 924S, there's only 390 of them in the UK. Quite a lot of them are sawn and there's not many left on the road. Now this particular 924S is basically a real Porsche because it has a real Porsche engine. Now a lot of people just see the 924 and think, oh, it's a Volkswagen, it's not a real Porsche, but this is a bona fide real Porsche. So yeah, basically what we're going to do now is jump in the recovery truck, go and get the Porsche, bring it back here, and then we'll talk more about what the plans are. So yeah, let's get in the recovery truck and go and get it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a couple of days since we purchased this Porsche. Deep breath. Let's dive in. Right, first of all, we'll open the doors, let a bit of air in, and we'll have a good look around it. Christ. Right, let's look on the inside first. Oh. Right then, now smells in here. Right then, so a lot of you are going to be wondering why I decided to buy a Porsche 924S. Now, I've always wanted a 944, but 944s are quite expensive, and we'll have a look at the interior in a second. The 944s are quite expensive. The 924 are relatively cheap. The 924S are okay, middle ground. Now the reason why I wanted a 924S as opposed to a 924 was because the 924S is sporty, well, sporty basically, because it comes with the 944 engine, which thus makes this quicker than a 944 itself. Now you're probably laughing and saying Stokes doesn't know what he's talking about, but I've done a bit of research on this one. So the 924S has the 944 engine, has 944 brakes, has 944 interior parts, and it also has 944 bits and bobs on the engine, of course, because it's a 944 engine. Deep breath. Car smells of mold, so not good on the lungs. So this actually makes the 924S faster than the 944 itself, because the 944 is heavier than the 924. This is why I decided to have this one. I know where there are a lot of 924s and they are quite cheap, they are quite dear. Now the 924 isn't in fact a Porsche. Now I do apologise for everybody that owns a 924, because a 924 actually has an Audi engine. Yes, doesn't have a Porsche engine. So I am sorry. So the 924 was originally built with Volkswagen in mind. There was lots of Volkswagen components, switches, gauges, this, that and the other. It still has a few gauges from a Volkswagen. Now I haven't gone into that much because I don't really want this Porsche to be a Volkswagen, because it's not. I'm going to open the door, ladies and gentlemen, because the dust in here. God, allergies and dust in my milk. Where were we? So yes, the 924S is the way to go, and what I want to do to this 924, I'll put a picture up here, you've already seen the thumbnail. I'd like to make this into a kind of I wouldn't say off-road, because it's rear-wheel drive. Now okay, you don't necessarily, I've watched enough videos of these vehicles over the years to know that you don't really need four-wheel drive, because it's not like I'm going to climb Mount Everest, do you know what I mean? Obviously. So we need to get to the engine to get it running, to see if it actually runs. That's the biggest problem. It makes no difference if this is quicker than a 944 itself, because if the engine don't run, it's certainly not quick, is it? Right, so yes, I'm happy to a point, because we need to get it running first. But yes, like I said, the reason why I wanted to, I didn't even finish what I was trying to say. There's lots of 944s out there, there's lots of 924s out there at various prices and whatever else. There's not many of these left on the road, the 924S's. So it took me a while to kind of find one in good nick and worthy of a build. I didn't want a shiny one, I didn't want a rust bucket one. I wanted one in the middle where I can actually play with it and actually not get too much hate from it. Do you know what I mean? The 924S's are quite rare, and what I'm going to do to it will make this even rarer than it actually is, within reason. Right then, having said all that, I've bored myself to death, so God knows what I'm doing to you. But I like numbers. I like to think research about things. This is the first time I've ever actually researched a 924S in full detail, in deep detail, in-depth detail. And yeah, it's quite surprising what you figure out when you don't actually think about something. Do you know what I mean? So not only do we have a proper Porsche, it's faster than the 944. So all you 944s out there, watch out. Don't watch out, because I'm not going to be driving this anytime soon. It's got lots of components from a 944. Obviously lightweight, quicker. I mean, that's lots of pluses, don't you agree? Anyway, let's have a look at the interior. It's a 5-speed manual. Has the Porsche logo there, which is brilliant. These clocks are absolutely amazing. I love them. I love the way they look. The bright orange, it really sets it off. Obviously my logo is bright orange, it's this color, so it kind of screams me in a way, although it doesn't. So you got the oil pressure there, you got a nice clock, Rolex, I wish. and then you've got the battery voltage there. Now this car is quite clean. Now I don't know about that there. Let me know in the comments below. Is that supposed to have a panel that goes across there, or is that natural? Because that wire in there looks very questionable, so I don't really know. Porsche or Porsche? What are you? Are you an old school Porsche, or are you a new school Porsche? Put it in the comments below. Are you a Porsche? But then saying that, no matter how you say it or type it, it'll always say Porsche or Porsche. So I ain't never gonna know. Just put Porsche and then at the end. So yeah, carpets are lovely. These mats need to be thrown away because they're not Porsche. They're terrible. Handbrake works fine. This is something that is a bit weird. Is that junction 600? Or is that just someone's initials? JCT 600. But it says here, of Porsche official centre northeast. So are these what dealerships put on to kind of make the Porsches more like sellable? Should this stay or should I take this off? Put your comments below. Right, so this car, can you see me? Right, so this car has been off the road since 2016. Now the registration is E775MSX, if you haven't checked it already. It's been off the road a very long time, and the last time it was off the road was because it subsequently failed its MOT. Having looked underneath, I don't think it is as bad as the failure sheet. But then I don't know. I really haven't had a good look underneath, so we don't know. What we do know is we do own a Porsche, not the greatest Porsche in the world, but a Porsche nevertheless. So let's have a look on the outside. Right, these wheels are pretty cool because they actually are dubbed the telephone dial. Obviously these circle kind of represents the old telephone kind of dial up that you used to do back in the day. My auntie used to have one, and just calling a simple number took ages. But yeah, so telephone dial, alloy wheels are pretty good. They are in pretty good nick. Now the plan for this car, these wheels are not going to be needed. I may use them, I don't know, but I might change it for something else. But yeah, all these wheels are pretty good. They're all pretty decent. All the centre caps are still present. Yep. This, you can see where this wheel was sat because it's completely flat there. Well, it was. It's been pumped up. Again, this door shut is in pretty good nick. Really. And then the last telephone dial wheel is again, there's a little bit of corrosion on the outside, but nothing we can't fix. Right then, let's pop the bonnet. Actually, we'll pop the boot first and have a look under there. Now obviously the engine is not in the back of this car. It's in the front. So this is a boot. I don't know what that's for. What's that for, ladies and gents? Is that for underneath the car? I don't know. We have a... What's that for? Is that for the roof? That roof bit must come out, and that must be the roof cover, maybe? I don't know what that is, but that's something we can look at afterwards. Put that over the fence. Comes with a free Porsche umbrella, which is brilliant. It's not really a Porsche umbrella, it's something else, but who is it? I don't know, you don't need that just yet. Beautiful. Let's pull this carpet out and see what's underneath this. No rust. Beautiful. Again, no rust, which again is beautiful. Does this actually come out? It doesn't, does it? Does this actually come out? Does it? I can't even tell if it comes out. No, it doesn't. Does it? Oh yeah, it does actually. Let's pop all these buttons. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is so hot today. So that gives you access to, oh, we have a port. Oh, right then, this is coming out because we are exploring. Where can I put this? Put it on Annie. There you go, Annie. Have a Porsche carpet on your back. So, this is quite fun, isn't it? We have here a Porsche box. A Porsche Boxster. Sorry. We have a Porsche toolkit. Let me know what that red little tag there means, ladies and gents. I like to learn things and I don't know what that is there. Plus it gives you something to do. It might just mean nothing inside. I know this isn't a 356 or like a 911 or a 550 Spider or a 914 or a 928 or anything like that. I can keep going and going and going. This is a 924S. I know it's not anything overly like, wow, look, he's got a proper Porsche. But in my opinion, this is my first Porsche. So to me, it's a proper Porsche. I don't care. Decent Porsche toolkit. Although it hasn't got no Porsche signs on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, if I open my Annie and put out her BMW toolkit, it would have BMW written all over it. But this has nothing. This is like a TMU toolkit. So if this is this, let us know in the comments below. Is this a real Porsche toolkit? Germany. I'm assuming so. It's a bit sad it doesn't have any Porsche signs on it, emblems or anything. It's just, you know, that'll do sort of toolkit, which we don't mind. We don't mind a that'll do toolkit, do we? At the end of the day, it's got a toolkit, and that's brilliant. It would have been nice if it had a little badge on it or something, like that box has there. Now I wonder what that box is. That's out of the way. I'm intrigued to see what this is. Excuse me, ladies and gents. Read with me. P-O-R-S-C-H-E. Porsche. I don't know what this is. I haven't got a clue what this is, but this alone is something I'm glad to come with this car. Oh wow. So a lot of you would be excited. Sorry, I'll retract that. A lot of you are probably feeling as excited as I am to have this Porsche car pump. I'm very excited. Yes, it's just a pump, but it's still with the car. It's still with the car. Now you tell me, when was the last time you saw one of these with a Porsche that hasn't been taken out and kept? That there is just testament to how this car was actually kept by its previous owner. So we have an original jack. We have a space saver, which is not done up tight enough, so that will drive me insane driving down the bloody road, rattling away. This space saver is quite weird, isn't it? Wow. Right, let's put that back in there then. And then put that in front of that. I suppose that keeps that in place. Let's put all this back together, and then we go and lift the bonnet up and have a look underneath there. Oh. It's a very hot day today, ladies and gents. A very hot day. Oh. Right, so these struts are not holding the bonnet up. This is a very heavy bonnet. Let me just try and get something to hold this bonnet up with. Oh God, I've got a leg in it. Let's see, we've got a broomstick, ladies and gents. Good old broomsticks. Where can I put this broomstick without breaking anything? There, you go there nicely. Don't fall on me because that'd be a pretty hard hit. So, here's the engine bay. 82,000 miles. Now, a lot of you old school followers would remember that every time I come across one of these Porsches, I'm kind of saddened, and we found quite a few 944s and 924s with this on here. I've also found quite a while ago we found a Porsche with this on, and then we did a revisit and this wasn't on it. But this, they don't do this anymore. This is rare. A lot of people take these off to use it as wall art, or use it as they make it to a coat hanger and all that sort of, you know, good stuff. Just like I've done with my Volvo one that I bought. So the idea on this is to put a few hooks here and here. This is going to be a coat hook, and this is going to be for your keys. You put your keys on here, and that's going to be a coat hanger. So yeah, this is going to be done soon, and it's going to be available for sale. Bit of wall art for people that love Volvos, Volvo enthusiasts. And most don't have these on. Most just do it like this and leave a gaping hole there, but I thought it was a good idea to do that. Put that on there, make sure that all the caps are right around, like that, and then you hang your coat on there when it's on the wall, and you put your keys in there. So it's a good idea. So this will be available if anybody's interested once I've done it. Right then, so this engine hasn't started since 2000, no, tell a lie. The chap parked it in 2016 when it failed an MOT, and he has started it a few times over the years. It got to a point where he put a cover over it and then just basically left it. So it hasn't been started for a while. He parked it after they failed the MOT, and that's where it's sat. So there might be a lot of gremlins we need to sort out and iron out, and this is something that I've wanted to own for many years, and here I am actually owning one. The oil's not bad. It's still got a bit of a goldy colour to it, so it's not bad. We will obviously do an oil change, filter change, etc. Battery's dead. Big spider there. Are you alive? Oh yeah, cool, you're alive, you are, little fella. Are you alive too? Yep, you're alive as well. So we've got one alive spider, and we've got two alive spider doing, well, I don't know why they do that, but they're doing some dancing now. Probably like a warning kind of mechanism. Look, stop it. Stop it. They're going crazy, you know. Look, listen, this is not your home anymore, so unfortunately you got to go. There you go, this is my home. Don't know if there's any water in the radiator. Nothing in there anyway. I'm assuming it is. There is a bit of leakage down here. Put my light on, don't think it'll work though. No, it's not working, but there is a bit of oil there. Fresh oil, if you can see. Fantastic viscosity. Yeah, so that's the expansion tank. This is for the window wipers, and that's got plenty of water in there. Those. I don't know when the belts have been changed on this, so that's something we will definitely have to do at some point. It's got an original. This is pretty cool too. So whoever replaced this clearly isn't going to be from new. But whoever replaced this oil filter used an original Porsche oil filter, which is good, as opposed to a third party oil filter. Right, so you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen this Porsche, and then you've seen the Baja kind of. Let me get down here and talk to you. Right, so you've seen. God, that does. What's that? My phone. So you've seen the thumbnail. The thumbnail is this Porsche, and then the Baja Porsche. That's the kind of direction. That's the direction I want to go with this car. Now, I have looked at loads of these cars over the years, these Porsche 924s, 944, 924S, blah 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 blah, and is that rust? And they've all been way too expensive or need too much work. Now this particular Porsche, if you remember on the channel, I've knocked the door several times to try and buy it, and this particular time I basically bought it. We discussed price, and then we accepted on he accepted an offer and we brought it home. So the reason why I want this Porsche is because it's not pristine. It's got the paint, we'll go around the paint in a minute. The paint isn't the greatest. It's got flat spots, it's got marks here and there, bits of rust here and there. So what I want to do to this, I won't get so much hate from the purists saying I'm ruining something, because I'm not. Because basically what you put onto this is just a vinyl wrap, a roof rack, bull bars, a coilover kit where you can jack up, and some mud tyres, and that's basically it. There's nothing else you really need doing to it. So he's not exactly ruining a very, very rare Porsche. So I wanted an older looking one that needs a bit of work, so I can actually use it and not worry about, you know, destroying something. Now, having said that, I don't know what's wrong with this Porsche. I don't know if the engine runs. I don't know if there's got gearbox, transmission problems. I don't know if it's got wiring problems, immobilizer problems. I don't know anything. The bloke was kind of, he was honest with me, but when you're selling anything, you're not going to say, oh yeah, the gearbox is good luck. You don't, because you're not going to buy it, are you? So some people do keep certain things back so they can sell a car. Now, you know, you can only trust somebody as far as you can throw them, and he was a pretty thin bloke, so probably could have chucked him far, but you know, I'm still not really going to, you know, trust a person's word just by that. So at the end of the day, the idea behind this particular build is we need to make sure the engine runs. If the engine runs, we can go forward with what I want to do. If I can put this in reverse and first, whip it around the block, then we'll move forward. As long as the engine turns over and doesn't sound bad, we can move forward. So right now, this episode you're watching is just basically me showing you the car, kind of showcasing the car, going around it, seeing what's what. An introduction to this 924S. Now, there's going to be a lot of controversy on this particular car. May lose quite a lot of people, may gain a lot of people, but the reality of this is I've always wanted one of these Baja kind of desert rally Porsches. I've always wanted one. Now the idea behind this is to do something that I've wanted for many years. In my late 20s, I just love them. Now I've got one, I want to try and make it a reality, because this is one of the things I want to tick off. And if you've got any things that you want to tick off, make sure you try and tick them off. So this is one. Now, I wouldn't say it's a childhood thing. It's more like a late teen, early adult kind of thing, and I want to get it done. But if the engine's blown, I don't know. I'm still going to try and do it. So if you've got anything at home, like roof racks, anything to do with that type of look, drop me a comment below on YouTube, or on my Instagram account, which is IMSTOKZE_KDM, or on my Facebook, which is just Stuart Stokes, and just drop us a message. If you want to help with this, again, drop us a message. The more hands, the better. So right, let's look at the paint. So we've got a bit of rust here. We have a bit of rust here. The bonnet's got not much rust on. This paint here, this has been repainted, and it's got a lot of cracks. So this was clearly dried too quickly, because you could tell the line. You see that line here? There's a line there. So this has been either hand painted, hand rolled, or it's been painted and it's been dried too quickly. But that's not a problem, because the wrap covers that anyway. Yeah, look at this. Look, overspray. Tail lights are lovely. Not much cracks. All the tail lights are going to come out anyway, because I'm going to do the old Stokesy special on it. There's a bit of rust around here. This I didn't notice that. It's got a Porsche on the little tail. That's brilliant. It's got rust all underneath here, which is not a problem. We can sand that down, because the wrap's covering that anyway, I believe. This tail light's lovely as well. Again, it will be coming out. on another episode. Bit of rust there. What's it like underneath the back? So you saw it coming off the back of the truck, so it doesn't look that bad underneath, to be honest. There's obviously the obvious corrosion. Stainless exhaust straight to the middle box. Middle section is new. The bloke told me, oh god, again, had a bit of paint here as well. No, that's not paint, that's polish, that is. Typical Porsche. Oil okay? I like that. Oil okay? I'll go and check the oil. I've already checked it, but yeah, it's okay. Not plastic, metal, which is great. Like I say, the door shut. This makes a bit of a clunk, but that's near or there. Do you know what I mean? This side is okay. A bit of rust here. Other than that, she's okay. I'm gonna get out the sun for a little bit. Oh, there's a bit down there. Look too. So there's not an awful lot more to show on this Porsche. You got the idea of what I want to do. Although I am a bit behind in life, being 43 and getting my first Porsche at 43 can't be bad. Okay, it's not like, you know, all those Porsches I've mentioned. This is the dream Porsche. Where's my phone? This is the dream Porsche, of course. We ain't there yet though. We haven't got a couple of 100,000 quid. But we own a Porsche. We have officially bought a Porsche for the channel. All we've got to do now is turn it into what I want to turn it into. I wish I could just do this and it happened, but that's just not how life works, unfortunately. You've got to put a bit of effort in. So what's funding this build is inevitably the sale of the Mercedes. Although I love the Mercedes, it drives like a dream, it's a beautiful car. I need to sell that to fund this. It is for sale. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. I've had it valued. It's not cheap. It's taken a bit of time to sell, but when it does sell, then I can put more money into this. So this is going to be a bit of a slow build for the start, and the ones that want to keep watching it will keep watching it. The ones that don't won't. That's the way the world works. Now, the first episode is what you're watching now of me getting the car, bringing it home and showing you round now. The second part of the second episode will be me basically stripping everything right back, giving it a good deep clean. No, it's not. The second episode is me getting it started. Once it runs, then we can go through the whole of the car, fixing, changing, polishing, cleaning to get it to a decent standard, so that we can actually start. Right, so now I'm going to call this a done video. I do hope you've enjoyed watching it. I'm going to edit it now. It's now Thursday. This is going to be aired Saturday. I'm not too sure there's going to be a Sunday video, but if there is, you'll see it. But if not, you're going to have to wait until next week. So again, from me, Stokes, thanks for watching. Remember, don't leave yourself. As always, keep the car hunts alive, and I will see you tomorrow or next weekend.